So, guys, today we're going to talk about debt payoff strategy. I didn't label it the best payoff method because personal finance is personal. And as we get into it, you'll see it depends on your mindset, it depends on how you feel about certain issues. So, debt payoff strategies in today's episode. So, guys, last episode we talked about paying off debt or investing. There's a dilemma there sometimes, right? Everybody wants to jump into the pool of investing with sweet returns, but we have a headwind, which is debt. So we said debt have to be dealt with. And we talked about the higher the interest that you pay on the debt, those are the debts that need to be attacked immediately. Lower interest debt like mortgage can wait. In paying off debt, you'll come across two main terms: the debt avalanche and the debt snowball. So, simple terms, the debt avalanche and the debt snowball method. These are two methods you're going to come across. The debt avalanche is basically you list all your debts with the highest interest rates first, regardless of the balance, and then you list it from highest interest rate to lowest interest rate, and you attack the one with the highest interest rate first. Reason being, that's the debt that's costing you the most money because it has the highest interest rate. You pay that off, and then after you finish, you go to the one with the next highest interest rate. So this one will save you the most money, again, because you're attacking the highest interest rate first, whether that be credit card at 22%. It does make sense. So it does make sense to pay off the highest interest rate first. But if that debt with the highest interest rate is a large balance and it takes you a long time, you may lose motivation paying off $75,000 worth of credit card debt. You may become just grinding and you don't see much movement, and you may lose motivation and eventually stop. That's the concern, right? As Dave Ramsey said, it's not a math problem, right? Because we know that if you're only making $5,000 a month, you can't spend $7,000 a month. So it's not a math problem. It's not a mental problem, but it's a psychological problem. We're psychological creatures, right? We get incentivized to do certain things. We get motivated to do certain things, right? There's positive reinforcements and there's negative reinforcement for certain behaviors. So having something that may take you years, you may just lose motivation. The other method, which Dave Ramsey preaches, is the debt snowball. In the debt snowball method, you list your debts from smallest to largest, regardless of interest rates. So if you owe $1,500 at 10% to whatever company, and then you owe $1,800 next, regardless of the interest rate, and you pay the minimum on all the other debts, just the minimum to keep you in good standing. You focus like a laser beam on that smallest debt. Everything you can do, you're throwing money at it. Everything you can do to get that paid down, right? Whatever you got to do, you got to cut out going to dinner multiple times a month. You're going to cut down your latte. You're going to cut down whatever you got to do. You got to work a little side gig. Anything to do to get extra money. You're going to eat rice and beans, right? You're going to do everything you can to get extra money to pay at that bill. When that bill is gone, you're not going to cut the card because you don't want to mess up your credit, but you're going to then take the amount of money that you were paying on that smallest bill. First of all, even before we get to the next bill, you're going to feel a sense of accomplishment. You're going to love to see that balance of zero. You're going to feel accomplished, like, wow, we finally got this done. We've owed it for so long. And that's the whole idea behind the debt snowball. The quick wins to give you that release of endorphins in your brain, that feel good chemical that makes you feel good, that makes you feel like this is working, let's continue. Now that money that you were paying on that smallest bill can now be directed, right, or to the next bill in line. Again, everything, all the guns are pointed to the second bill. Minimum payment on all the other bills. And you throwing money at that one, doing all you can. You're working overtime, and everything is going to that bill. When that bill is done, you then take the money that you were paying on that bill and you direct it to the next one. And that's how it goes to the next succeeding bill until we get to the final bill. You'll take all that money that you were paying from all the other bills and direct it like a cannon at the last bill. And that way you should finish it up quickly. Needless to say, while we're doing this process, we should not be getting additional debt. They said the first thing to do when you're in a hole, stop digging, right? So we shouldn't be incurring any other debts. And then after you blow out the last one, and then you are debt free, you can be as happy as you would want to be. You've accomplished a great thing because now you've learned, one, that you can do great things. You can focus on a goal and be consistent and achieve success. You've learned that never again will you go into credit card debt. You've learned that I'll use the credit card as a tool. I see something that I want, I can pay for it with cash or write a check. However, because I want the credit card points and the credit card rewards, I will use the credit card to pay for it, but I will pay it off as soon as I get home. I pay it off before the bill cycle is over. And so I get the benefit of using the credit card, but none of the negative consequences. So I think going through this process, you will learn a lot. You'll feel accomplished, and then all that extra money, now that you're not in debt, can be used to invest at a higher interest rate. If there's people out there that will benefit, send them the link. Let them know about the MD Investor. I would appreciate a subscription. And until next time, continue to command your money to grow. MD Investor out.